Today we'll be shooting Get to Know Me. Okay, my name is Shirley. I'm a health coach and a wellness entrepreneur. My job is to help busy professionals and executives live 100% disease-free. Okay, so a lot of you may have been seeing my video and you'll be like, okay, what's she even all about? Who is she? So I just want to give you a brief story of how I started this whole health coaching thing. I never studied health coaching in the university, okay? I read public administration. I've always wanted to be an administrative assistant who specializes in foreign languages, okay? Like, what I'm saying is this. I love foreign languages. I even went to Cameroon to learn French, okay? I stayed in Cameroon for... The first time I went, I stayed for 6 months. Then the second time, I stayed for 3 months. So I've always had this flair for foreign languages. I also teach French part-time, d'accord? Donc, so for health coaching, how did it even come about? You know, I lost my mom to lupus. It's an autoimmune disorder, okay, that affects the organs, where your immune system begins to attack you instead of defending you from diseases and infections. For about more than 10 years, we didn't even know what it was. She went to India. They said she had leprosy. She was just going from one medication to the other, but she had SLE. Eventually, we lost her in 2013. So in 2015, I got a job here in Abuja in a wellness center. So it was my boss then who told me about Institute for Integrative Nutrition, the school where I did my 1-year nutrition course. So I went through the nutrition course. I started practicing in 2016. But I was practicing in 2016 while I was also working as an administrative assistant. So it was in 2020 that I went full-time, after the birth of my second daughter, that I went full-time into health coaching, okay? So I started coaching individuals on areas like weight management. Presently, I run a 30-day weight loss challenge that I host every month. So I started running wellness, weight loss management programs. I started, I dealt majorly with autoimmune disorder patients or clients, because autoimmune disorder was the first thing I ever saw, you know, as it related with, to my mom. So as I've coached people who have autoimmune disorder, I've helped them reverse autoimmune disorder. You know, one of the funny things they tell us is that autoimmune disorders cannot be reversed, but the truth is that we can reverse autoimmune disorder. So I've worked with clients who have autoimmune disorders. I've worked with people who wanted me to help them manage their weight. I attend wellness conferences or retreats. Our organizations can actually invite me. Okay, come and speak to us on this topic. I've had a whole lot of I do a whole lot of speaking engagements, and I plan wellness retreats for organizations and all. And I work one-on-one with clients for 90 days, for 6 months, for 30 days, whatever the case may be. So some people will be like, oh, okay, I think you're having it easy sustaining healthy eating because you've always had a good health, or maybe because you started this thing from maybe when you were young. No, but that's not the truth. The truth is that I've always never had a good health. I've also suffered chronic constipation. One of my mom's major problem then, before she died, was chronic constipation. She could actually stay for about 1 week, 4 days, 5 days, even without using the loo. So I also had that issue. I was suffering from chronic constipation and I was having arthritis. For some of you who know me, who might see this video, you know what I'm saying is the truth. I mean, it got so bad that when I gave birth to my first daughter, my pile actually came out. So it took intervention, and then I was using an anusol to, you know, and shea butter to massage and then pushing my pile. It was that bad. So I've never had a good health. I've had chronic inflammations. I've had arthritis. I've had chronic constipation. I've had very bad menstrual pains, and these are all leaky gut symptoms. So what did I do differently? After my training in 2016, I started practicing. I started experimenting with these things I've actually learned first on myself. That was how I was able to heal my gut. I healed my gut by changing my diet. It was an overhaul. Okay, I changed my diet. I went from eating inflammatory foods to anti-inflammatory foods. I removed certain foods from my diet, like corn, like soy, like milk, like eggs, like white flour. White rice, there is a particular way I must cook white rice if I want to be able to digest it and not spend time in the toilet. So, I mean, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy starting. I had a standard Nigerian food, like the standard Nigerian breakfast, which was bread and tea. But unfortunately, the bread and tea was not working for me. It was also contributing to why I had chronic constipation, amongst every other factors. So I was able to do one thing first: take out the bad foods, those foods that were not working for me. I took them out of my diet, and then I replaced it with anti-inflammatory foods and food that can actually help with my digestion. Okay, so I took out corn, soy, and etu, and then I introduced anti-inflammatory foods. Like I went so high on what's it called, digestive enzymes, like pineapple, bananas, mangoes, okay, honey. I went so high on those foods. I'm also very high on ginger and garlic. I mean, it's a whole. I'm also very high on beans. I do beans, and there's this particular way I cook my beans so that it doesn't give me gas. I'm not bloated. I'm not having heartburn and stuffs like that. You see what I'm saying? So for me, basically, health coaching is a blessing. Starting that course in 2016 is a huge thing that turned my life around. I've been able to help myself, I've been able to help my family, I've been able to help my clients, and I'm able to transform the world, change the world, one client at a time. So this is me telling you, if you have any health and wellness needs, or you're trying to reach your wellness goals as it relates to your weight, you're trying to manage stress, you're trying to sleep better, you're trying to reverse metabolic syndromes like high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol, or you're even trying to reverse autoimmune disorders, this is where I come in, okay? I have learned real-time coaching methods. I learned nutrition and nutritional sciences. I learned functional and conventional medicine, alternative medicine. It's a whole package of what I've exposed myself to in order to heal myself and to also help my clients.